First, let me say, Chris, I am so proud of Chris Owens. I'm so proud because as a father, as a man, men need to step up.
That's right.
Step up. But as a young man, he did not give up. He will not give up. And he engaged in these young people. See, we can't bring our kids back. But we could certainly try to help another mother, another father from the pain that we have endured. Yes, I lost 2 kids to gun violence. Did I lay down and die, or did I stand up and say, I'm going to work with other kids because I can't bring them back? So I'm here today to tell you everything that young man said from the funeral home is let's stop this violence. Let's put these guns down. We got another mother over here. Come on. I want to see these mothers. Don't do that because, honey, you in pain. You in pain. And we have a father over here. Stand over here with Mr. Arnold. Mr. Arnold, we started off with 5 mothers. Now we have 50 plus mothers and fathers in Harlem. Mother Save Him. It's growing and growing and growing. Mr. Arnold lost his son and he got shot, holding his son in his arms, and he got shot. So we got some stories, Chris. I was glad to see Chris and meet Chris to join us. Sad to know his story and pain, but that's what it's about. Community, stop turning a deaf ear. Stop turning a deaf eye, because it's me today and you tomorrow. Don't say no, not my child. Don't say no, not my brother, because enough is enough. On 119th Street 3 days ago or 4 days ago, a kid got shot right there. All right? Nobody's saying nothing. We're too busy, and it's right what we're doing, walking against the police. We are killing each other. Let's march. Let's rally. Let's get excited. We are not excited enough. You know why? Because the parents, take your kids back. Take back this community. Stop being their friend. Stop it. Look under their mattress. Check those book bags when they leave. Know who your child is hanging with. This is where it all starts at home. We so busy blaming the teacher. We blaming the elected officials. We blaming the police. Those are our children. This is your community. Chris, the best thing you could do is bring people together like you're doing.
That's right.
Amen.
And you keep on doing it. We ain't gonna give up. We ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. We ain't scared. This is our hood. Who hood? Our hood. Who hood? Our hood. If you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. It's not snitching, it's saving a life.
Amen. Aisha said Cold Street Corner Resources. Aisha does a lot. So I want her to talk. I'm not going to talk for her. I'm going to let her talk.
Peace and blessings, family. Yes. You know, for me, the blessed thing is I have not lost a child to gun violence. And every time I hear Jackie or I see Chris, I think about what it might be like if I had lost my child to gun violence. So I want you to just think about how many people have children? Nieces, nephews, somebody you love, girlfriend, son or daughter, right? Okay, so just think about if you went home and they weren't there. And don't tell me to think about that. You have to think about that. Because when people don't think about it, we continue to go on as business as usual. Oh, I went to a vigil today. That's where I was, had my shirt on. This is not just the shirt. This is not just a vigil. It's not just a celebration of his son's life. When I ask people to make a circle, I take this serious. I didn't show up because I didn't have nothing else to do. I don't know about you, but I've seen too many kids die. We stayed at the hospital while the mother and the family prayed for the kid to live, right? Right here at Harlem Hospital. This was another child, right? And I knew that this kid was dying when the doctor showed up. And he said, well, if anybody wants to go in and say something, then you should go in now. You hear that? These people's child was in that room. The mattress was full of blood, like a sponge. I gotta give you the visual. Why? Because we'll say, I was at a vigil today, like this was an event. Like this was like something to come and hang out at. Like this was fun. This ain't what this is. This ain't that. You got me? You have to have the visual. You have to understand our kids are dying on this concrete every day. And people leave their children, and some of us are guilty, and we have to own it and let today be the last day that you don't pay your children mind. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when we find these kids, either they're in front of the gun or behind the gun. Either in the hospital or the morgue or locked up. Right? And I get the call. My son got shot. My daughter got shot. My son is locked up. Well, what happened? He shot another kid. What can we do for him after that? The body's done. Right? Trigger's been pulled. Parents not paying attention. They worried about the latest sneaker song. I got to get him, go stand online, and I'm going to come stand online after you. No! We got to stop and talk to these kids and ask them what's going on. And then you got the parents. Someone say, oh no, not my kid. He's good. What's a good kid? What is a good kid? The one that gets bullied until he gets angry enough to pull the trigger? That's the good kid? Right? So parents have said, oh no, not my kid. I know what y'all gonna be talking about, but y'all talking about the bad kids. No, Rice High School, where is it? Over that way. I was on Rikers Island doing a workshop. We were trying to help the kids who were getting out with resources. I said to the kid, I said, well, what do you want to do? He said, well, I want to be a doctor. I said, oh, great. I said, what school did you go to? He said, Rice. I said, oh, you know, I'm feeling some hope. And I said, well, you could be a doctor. He said, I'm not getting out. I've been facing 25 years. The kid was like 17, 18 years old. His life was basically over. You get it? So either in front of the gun or behind the gun, we are losing our children, and everybody walks by the crime scene tape, the covered up body, the police out there, like it's nothing. Like it's the same kid that they walked by and watched the good kid go bad. Why are we watching them? You see Bubba in front of you every day? You see he going the wrong way? Say, look, man, I need to have a conversation with you. Every day I see you out here and I see you posting up with those dudes. We need to have a talk. You really got courage? You really got heart? Take these kids and do something with them. Yes. Take them and do something. Make it different. Yes. Make it different. Don't wait until you say, oh, I knew he was going to do something like that. I knew he was headed for jail. Where is the power in that? There's no power in that. The power is when you do like Chris is doing. He got these kids with this camera. And I said, oh, they videotape. He said, they learning. Good. Good. I'd rather them shoot me talking than to come out here and they shot somebody. You follow me? We got to change up this game for real. You got to feel it and everything in you so that we don't have to call this man. I want you to make money, but not off our children. All right? We want children to live a long life. It used to be the Undertaker showed up, right? When your grandmama died, right? An old person. The Undertaker shows up for the baby that got shot in the eye because kids are playing with guns trying to hurt each other in a park. I go to court for Cheyenne Norman, 4-year-old son. In about 2 weeks, we're going to stand with her. Her 4-year-old son shot in the head. So I don't want to belabor the point, but I want you to get it. Let me know you get it. Say, I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
Okay, so let me hear you make a commitment. I'm going to do all I can about it. Come on. You got to say it like it's your child. You got to do all I can. One more time. I'm going to do all I can about it. Right. Because then when it's your kid, I pray it's not, but we'll be standing here like this. Just imagine if this was your kid we standing here for. We don't want to do that. So I want you to feel it personally. I'm asking you to think about your own children, and it's on purpose. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but I didn't come here for feel good. I didn't come for feel good. I came to be here with Chris. And sometimes I forget that these people lost children. I'll be like, oh, you didn't show up to my event. Sometimes them showing up is hurtful. You understand? It's a reminder to be here on the ground where his son lost life. So we have to think about if it were our child, if we could do something different. You don't want to think about it on the end after your kid is not here, what you could have done different. Now, how many mothers out here say, oh, he was hanging out with the wrong crowd? Well, do something about it. Don't wait. You see it. You know it. You know what it looks like. Am I right? Yes. Right. So all I want you to do is commit. And you just did. To doing something different. Go home, talk to your children. Ask them if they're being bullied in school. Ask them every day what their day is like. I call my grandson. I say, hey, grandson, what's up? I said, so you been over there in the hood? Because he live in a little suburban place in Florida. But he like to go hang in the hood. So we talk about the hood, where I worry about a little bit more, the influence. And you got to check their circle of influence. That's the people that they're around. Because you might have the good kid that go to church, Boy Scout, may never pull a trigger on his own. But they in his ear saying, you a pussy, you a punk, you a this, you a that. I wouldn't let them get away with that if I was you. And he's wanting to belong, right? Everybody want to belong. And so he does it, and his whole life ends. It's just like that, right? Whole life is over. Over. So you got to think about it. We losing them to the prison and the grave. Peace and blessings. Do all you can.
Aisha, definitely. She's out here with me every year. You know, just like a lot of you. Out here with me every year. We're going to keep raising awareness. Right now, I want everyone to actually hear Mrs. Hightower.
Yes.
She just lost her daughter, and I'll let you speak and tell the world what happened.
Hi, I'm Shalga Hightower. I'm CEO and founder of IO for Me, a Gift
Hi,
of Love.
Hightower.
That's my daughter up there. This is her on this picture. She was one of the college students, Delaware State College students, that was murdered in the city of Newark, August 4th, 2007, along with 3 of her other friends. I started a nonprofit in her memory because it's where I'm from, Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. It's like it's a normal. People look at it as normal. There's nothing normal about a parent, a mother or father, you know, burying their children to gun violence.
That's right.
So I wanted to bring awareness that this is not all right. It's not okay. Something has to be done. Something needs to be stopped. We need to go to our legislation to get stricter gun laws. You know, and my daughter was killed by MS-13 street gang. And she was the only one who was sexually molested. She was shot in the head, and she was chopped up with a machete. She was the only one. So yes, I'm out here on the forefront for her and for other children, so they cannot get swooped in by these gangs. They cannot get swooped in by these gangs and say, I'm better than this. I'm better than this. So I mean, that's basically all I want to say is, and believe it or not, I thank you for embracing me. Thank Mother Rowe for embracing me, because I can't get the support from my own city. My own city won't support me. So I thank you for embracing me and showing me that I'm not in this by because I can't stop, I won't stop.
That's right.
I will not let her legacy die. I will not let another child's legacy die in vain. That death will not be in vain. I'm going to stump the ground until I have my last breath.
That's right. We're right with you. Yes.
I want to introduce someone else. Right now, we're going to give people a chance to speak, so if you want to speak, definitely let us know. I want to bring up Calvin Klein right now. I don't know, some of you may